Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Diamond paintings are a girl's best friend. I'm Erica. Thanks so much for stopping by today. I'm excited about the video today because it's going to be a lot about, or it's actually going to be all about, the goals that I've come up with for myself with respect to diamond painting and then also with respect to YouTube in 2025. And these are some videos that I've seen other creators post that I've really enjoyed. I like watching these videos. I am very goal oriented, probably to a fault. So I thought a lot about these. I tried to pick goals that were pushing myself, but also realistic enough where I could achieve them, because I think I'm a type A personality who really wants to achieve any goal that I set. So I'm gonna start this video off by talking about my diamond painting goals, and then after that, I'll talk briefly about my YouTube goals. I've only been on YouTube for, I think, since like October of 2024. So I've just kind of been trying to figure things out. So I thought it would be a good idea to put together some goals for next year. So let's start with diamond painting. And I've got like kind of a notebook here in case I forget. But one of the first things I want to do in 2025, or the first goal for 2025, is that I want to participate in a diamond painting event. I have never done a diamond painting event. There is a Facebook page that I've subscribed to that lists the diamond painting events for this month, or for each month of the year, I should say. And I have looked at them briefly, but I have not identified which kit I would use or which event I would take part in. But I think they seem like a lot of fun. And it's a good way, I think, to meet people that are involved in the diamond painting community. I don't know really anybody in the community, so I think that would be fun as well. So I definitely want to make sure I do that. I have one kit that I've ordered, but I haven't unboxed yet, that I have in mind. And it kind of leads me into my second goal. My second goal is to reassess what I think I like diamond painting. What does that mean? So what that means is, when I started diamond painting, and based on videos that I've watched, a lot of you, when you start diamond painting, you think you're going to do landscapes. And so that was where I was at. I enjoy landscapes. I'm not super into, fantasy, big-eyed girls, really people in my diamond paintings in general. I don't know why. I kind of wish I was into that. It would make everything, it would have a lot more choices with respect to diamond painting, although I still think I do. But I want to make sure that I'm not limiting myself, because I haven't tried these other sorts of diamond paintings. So I want to at least try some diamond paintings by some really, really popular artists who license diamond paintings who I haven't tried. And I want to make sure that I'm not just saying out of hand, I don't like these sort of diamond paintings, when I've never actually done them, right? Coffee break. Sorry, it's as when I'm filming in every video, it's early. So I think that's a good one. And I've actually already ordered 3 kits from artists whose names you will recognize, and you will see an unboxing maybe even next week with respect to those 3 artists. And I'm excited to see whether or not I like those. Because, I do love the landscapes, I love the confetti, but why am I, without trying something, deciding that I don't like that particular style of diamond painting? It just doesn't make any sense. Now, I might not like it. I'm not going to beat around the bush if I don't. But again, maybe I like one of them. Maybe I like 2 of them. Maybe I like all 3. So I want to give it a shot. So that's goal number 2. Goal number 3 is a little bit more specific. There are 5 diamond paintings that I have currently, and I want to finish those this year. And they're all, well, at least I think 4 out of 5 of them are relatively large. The first one I'm already working on, so that's in progress. That is Christmas Cabin by Donna Gelsinger. And I've been working on that since the beginning of, actually since just before it turned to be 2025. And I'm probably maybe 50% done. And it's a 92.8 by 69.9 centimeter kit. So it's taking me a little while. I'm pre-filming this video by less than a week. So right now it's what day is it today? Let's consult the phone. It's January 12th, and this video is gonna go up, I believe, next week. So I'm about halfway through, and I've been working on it for about 15 days. So it's going to take me probably the entire month of January and possibly even a little into February, because it is a large kit. But that at least is going to knock off one of my goals. Now, I brought out the other kits here so that I could tell you just a few stats on them, but I'm gonna try to put in a photo or a clip of each one of these so that you can actually see it in detail. So the second kit that I want to try to get done in 2025 is a Dreamer Design kit, and it is called, what is it called? Something about Paris. Paris Memories. So this is, just as it sounds, kind of a spring kit, I would say, of the Eiffel Tower and looking in on it. I'm trying to see if it says the size of it that I can actually read without my glasses on. And I don't see what the size of it is, but I think it's a relatively large kit. I will say that I also have another Paris kit from Diamond Art Club that I just got, the Notre Dame at Night, I believe is the title of it. And I'm going to allow myself to substitute in that kit in the event I want to. I believe that kit is like 107,000 diamonds. It's very large. So I'm just going to say goal number 2 on the 5 finishes that I want for the 5 kits that I want to finish in 2025 is do one of my Paris kits. I used to speak French pretty well. I still speak French well enough to get by in a broken manner. And I've been to France several times. I'm a large Francophile, so anytime that there is any kit that comes available that is of Paris or anything to do with France, you can probably count on that I'm gonna pick it up. The next of the 5 kits that I want to finish in 2025 is probably the most intimidating. It is the most intimidating one to me because it is Gigantor. And it is called Cabin Porch by Greg Giordano. I have not unboxed this one, but it is a very large kit. It is, total diamond count on it is 109,692. Sometimes that makes more sense to me than the size. But yeah, I think that'll be the most diamonds that I've ever done. And then the size is 70 centimeters by 100 centimeters. So it's large. It's very large, but it is a picture of a front porch. It looks like to me in the summer. I'll probably complete this one in the summer. And it reminds me of Montana. I am somewhat hoping to actually be able to work on this diamond painting in Montana. I have visions of myself doing this diamond painting on the front porch of a cabin in Montana, but considering I don't have any specific timeline for moving to Montana and certainly do not have a cabin with a front porch in Montana, that might be overreaching, but I'm going to try to speak it into existence. So that's the second of the 5 kits that I've identified that I want to get done in 2025. Actually, I'm sorry, that's the 3rd because I already talked about Christmas Cabin, which is my current whip. The 4th then kit that I want to finish in 2025 is Palm Paradise by Eau Claire Studio. And this is the Diamond Art Club kit. This one's a round, and it is generally just a picture of palm trees with a sunrise, I'm going to say. It could be sunrise, sunset, but I like to think it's sunrise because I get up so early to diamond paint that it might as well be a sunrise. And I mean, is there anything better than coffee in the morning? I seriously think about coffee and how excited I am to drink coffee in the morning when I go to bed. I think I have a problem, but I digress. This is not a giant kit, if I remember correctly. It's not. It has 44,526 diamonds, and it is 50.7 centimeters by 68.9 centimeters. So that's one that I should be able to do to break up some of, a couple of these other large canvases that I'm going to be working on this year. And I mean, I'm going to do more than these 5 kits, but these are just ones that I've identified that I want to I want to get them done this year. I don't actually know how many kits I have in my stash. It's not ridiculous. It's maybe like somewhere around 30, I think, which is still a lot considering that I started diamond painting in, I think, like September of 2024. But yeah, I don't think it's too bad, but it's not nothing. And you haven't seen all of them. I've kind of done that on purpose. And the last kit that I want to complete in 2025 that I've identified is another round by Diamond Art Club, and it is A Moment on Memory Lane by Chuck Pinson. So this reminds me, this is a fall scene of a street with the fall foliage turning orange, and it reminds me of a place that I lived for probably about 8 years called Zionsville, Indiana, and it's a really cute, it's a very cute town outside of Indianapolis that has an area where it has very old homes. Like the home that I lived in there was built in, I think, 1890. It had foot wide planked wood floors. It had hand hewn beams in the home. I mean, I still to this day wish that we had never sold it. We couldn't afford to keep it, but at the same time, I wish we hadn't sold it. And so that diamond painting reminds me of the streets of the village in Zionsville, Indiana. So that's why I want to complete that one in the fall. And this one, again, this one has 49,899 diamonds. And again, it's round, and it's 71 centimeters by 56 centimeters. I may have said that already, I don't remember, but it's not going to take me a month, right? So those are the 5 kits that I've identified that I would like to finish and get out of my stash in 2025. And since I'm already halfway through the first one, I guess you could say I'm 20% of the way through that goal already in mid-January. So I think that's a good start. All right, I have to consult my list here to remember what else. Okay, small shops. If you have noticed, I have done only one Dreamer Design kit that I finished, and everything else has been Diamond Art Club. So my next goal is that in 2025, I would like to purchase and complete at least from 2 small shops. I have been eyeing Jaded Gem Shop. I actually almost purchased from Jaded Gem Shop, but I couldn't get the discount code to work, so I abandoned my cart. But I really like her kits, and so I believe that probably one of those shops will be Jaded Gems Shop. The other shop, I have no idea who it's going to be. I need to I've been watching the releases for all the small shops to try to find, something that I really like to buy, because I definitely want to branch out from Diamond Art Club. I don't want all the kits that I'm completing to be from there. And I also want to support, generally speaking, I live in Texas. The Diamond Art Club, at least the distribution facilities in Texas, I believe they're headquartered in Miami. But I know that even though Diamond Art Club is, not a Fortune 500 company, that it's still employing a lot of people, and probably people within my state, and definitely people within the United States. So I still consider it to be good to support that company, but I also want to support some of the smaller diamond painting shops that find it probably, and I don't know any specifics, but I imagine that the smaller diamond painting shops struggle a little bit more and have a little bit of harder time, you know, turning a profit. I've owned a small business. I owned my own law firm in Indiana, and it's a lot of work. I mean, these people probably work every single day, and so I want to support them as well, and I want to try them out. I have high hopes, and I think I'm gonna, especially with Jada Gem Shop, I just feel like I'm going to love her kits from everything that I've watched on YouTube. So I definitely want to branch out and get at least 2 small shop diamond painting kits completed. So if you're keeping track, we're now at 5 kits that I've identified from my stash that I want to complete in 2025, and then another 2 from small shops. So that already brings us up to 7. And so I guess my next goal is based on number of completions. And the number of diamond paintings that I've determined that I want to try to complete in 2025 is 15. And if you watch I did do a post review in 2024 that was posted at the very end of 2024 on my channel, maybe like on Christmas Eve. You'll know, I think I completed 5 kits, and then I think I ultimately completed 6 kits because I know I completed the last whip that I showed on that video by the end of the year. So I believe that I completed 6 kits in 2024, and I started diamond painting in September. So I shouldn't have a problem hitting 15, but I will say that I know 3 of those kits that I did in 2024 are relatively small, and I would probably say that less than 2 of the kits that I do in 2025 are going to be that small. So I think it's a good number. I spend a lot of time diamond painting. I don't think I'm a very fast diamond painter, but I mean, I'm up at 4:30 in the morning diamond painting most days, and I diamond paint usually for 2.5 hours in the morning on those days. So I'm getting the hours in, but I presume that I'll speed up as time goes, so we'll see. I think 15 is a very reachable number, but also not a very easy number for me. So that's what I've landed on 15. So that's really the end of my diamond painting goals for 2025. I didn't want to have too many goals. I do work full time. I do work probably at least 50 to 60 hours a week. So I didn't want to overwhelm myself or burn myself out on diamond painting because I'm really enjoying it. I don't really have many hobbies. I think it's my only hobby, so I'd like to keep doing it. But now I want to talk about YouTube goals, because as I said, I haven't had this YouTube channel for an extremely long amount of time. And I am not the most technologically advanced person that you'll ever meet. I know enough to be dangerous, but that's about it. So I have been stumbling my way through this YouTube video process. And one thing that spoke to me when I decided that I wanted to start a YouTube channel about diamond painting, or, you know, I think it would work for anything that you wanted to start a YouTube channel about, was Mr. Beast, was a Mr. Beast interview. And Mr. Beast, I don't even know how to describe him except for he's got, I believe he has the YouTube channel that is the most popular in the world with the most subscribers, and he puts together crazy videos that he spends a ton of money on. You probably have watched him or at least know who he is. And what he was saying, and I think it was maybe Joe Rogan that I saw this on, he was saying, you know, you should just start, if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, you should just start it. And your first, I can't remember how many videos he said, like your first so many videos, maybe 10, maybe 20, maybe 50 videos are going to suck. It's what he said. But try to learn something new each week and try to make one thing in your video better for the next week. So that's what I've been trying to do. And so like I am starting now to actually create my own thumbnails instead of letting YouTube create them. I have started to, I got some lighting, I got a better camera, I've messed around with editing. So I've been trying to do that. In this video, I'm going to, for the first time, be putting up photos or clips of the diamond paintings in somewhere up here, I think. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to refilm this whole video and take that part out. But I'm just trying to learn something new each week and just slowly make the videos that I put up on YouTube a little bit better at a time. I know that if I've reached this goal, when I look back at this video next year, I'll think it was terrible, right? And that's kind of an odd thing to hope for, but that would be a good thing, because then that would mean that by next year I've gotten to a point with creating YouTube videos where I've reached a new level, and I think that what I was doing now is absolutely terrible. So that is the first goal that I have with respect to YouTube. The next YouTube goal I have is, it's, you know, kind of a hybrid YouTube / diamond painting goal. And I really enjoy watching YouTube videos about diamond painting. I mean, I watch at least 1 or 2 YouTube videos about diamond painting every single day. And I'm going to do a video in the not too distant future of you know, the creators on YouTube that I've really enjoyed watching, that maybe aren't, you know, they're definitely popular, but maybe not, they don't have over 10,000 subscribers or something like that. But nonetheless, and I enjoy all of those, and I enjoy the unboxings, and I enjoy the whip-in chats, and I enjoy the post reviews, and you've seen on my channel, I've done all those things. My goal is to come up with at least 3 really creative videos that I've never seen anybody do on YouTube about diamond painting. And I have 2 pretty solid ideas. One of them is going to be in March. That's probably the one that I'm the most excited about. The second one, I need to wait on someone else so that I can actually shoot that video, so we'll see on that one. But I want to try to challenge myself to not just get in the habit of, you know, buying a whole bunch of stuff in order to have something to unbox to put on YouTube. I don't want to get to the point where I have 100 kits in my stash because I just dropped a lot of money in order to get people to watch on YouTube. That's not necessarily what I'm trying to do. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with getting to 100 kits in your stash. I'm not saying that I won't at some point get to 100 kits in my stash. Although I think if my husband heard me say that, he would have an actual heart attack. But I see nothing wrong with having a bunch of kits. I just, for myself personally, want to try to creatively come up with some new video ideas. And so I think that I can do 3. I mean, that's a pretty low amount in an entire year. So that is the next goal that I have for YouTube in 2025. Additionally, I want to continue to upload at least 1 video a week. If you've been here before, I've uploaded videos at 5 o'clock Central Standard Time on Saturday each week. And I think, you know, I've generally got a few videos scheduled to go up a week or 2 in advance, because I never know what specifically is going to happen with respect to my job and all that, and whether I'm going to have time to shoot. But I've done that so far. I like that scheduling. It allows me to have a Saturday, if I haven't filmed a video, to be able to do that, edit it and put it up, and I can do that before 5 o'clock on a Saturday with no real problem. So I like that schedule. I'm going to continue to do that, and I might, if I can, I might sprinkle in a few more kind of bonus videos. I've thought about maybe doing like a Wednesday whip-in chat once a month, but I mean, where I come down on that is I don't always have a ton to say. So I don't want to do a whip-in chat just to put out a video. I want to have a story to tell or something to talk about. You'll see that I'm going to have something to talk about in, I believe, in a couple weeks when I do a whip-in chat. But I will put in an extra video here and there if I have a good idea, or if I had something to talk about in a whip-in chat. But I only want to make my goal specifically to be 1 video a week. The last goal that I have for my YouTube channel is, you know, it's focused on subscribers. And that's only because it's a more quantitative goal. I think that if I do a good job of putting together good videos, then people will watch, right? And people will subscribe. So that's first and foremost, but I would be lying if I told you that I wasn't trying to get to a point where this YouTube channel could be monetized, and that requires 1,000 subscribers. So my goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers in 2025, and that's a pretty lofty goal because right now I have just over 100. So it's going to be, that's a goal that it's really out of my control. I will do the best that I can on putting out good content, but we will see who decides to subscribe. And it's not that I know that if I get monetized, it's going to be a very minimal amount of money, but I want to be able to talk about how much money it is, because I know that I'm always curious about how much money people make on YouTube. So if I do get monetized, I'll be totally transparent and tell you exactly how much I'm getting. Again, I don't expect it would be very much at all. I know that different sorts of YouTube channels are monetized at different rates depending on their subject matter. For example, I believe beauty videos are going to be a larger amount with respect to monetization. Also business videos, personal finance. So that's fine, but I just want to put that information out there. And also, if I do get a little bit of money to offset the amount that I'm spending on diamond painting, that would be a bonus. But I'm not spending outside of my means on diamond painting, nor will I, to continue a channel. So I'm not really worried about that. And so those are my 2025 goals with respect to YouTube and with respect to diamond painting. As I said, I really enjoy these videos from everyone. So if you are on YouTube and you've done a 2025 diamond paintings goal, please link it in the description, or not in the description, I write the description. Link it in the comments, or just comment, and then I can click on your name and find your video. But I really like watching those videos. So I'm kind of a little late maybe to the party this January with respect to goals. So I'm running out of those videos to watch. So if you just let me know that you've put one up, I'll definitely watch it and like it. And if you made it to this part of the video, help me get to that 1,000 subscriber goal for 2025. If you don't mind, hit subscribe. Like it if you liked it. And I look forward to continuing to talk about diamond painting with you this year. That's all I have for today. Thanks so much. Bye.